We're picking up is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to go to Odisha today itself. First, he will visit the site of the accident in Balasore, and then he will be visiting the hospital in Cuttack. That's the information Paulomi Saha is getting for us, and we'll go across to Paulomi in a moment from now, but this is what she's picked up. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi is, in fact, all set to go to Odisha today. He will first be at the site of the accident in Balasore, and then he will be going to the hospital in Cuttack. I'm going to go straight across to Paulomi without much delay. Paulomi, what more can you tell us? I don't think this happens frequently in terms of the Prime Minister, in fact, taking this talk, you know, in the way the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in fact, intends to do so, physically go to the site.
That's right, Sneha. This is, of course, a tragedy of, of a proportion that has been unimaginable. We're still, of course, rescue and relief operations are still continuing at the accident site. And the Prime Minister, of course, has been constantly in touch with the Railways Minister, Mr. who's at the site himself, taking stock of the rescue and relief efforts. And obviously, the matter of investigation that it will be as to what exactly led to this accident and how could such a massive tragedy take place in 2023, when we really would have thought that a rail accident with these sort of proportions would have been a thing of the past. So clearly, he has been constantly in touch with the Railways Minister, speaking to officials as well who are otherwise pressed into taking stock of the situation, including from the Prime Minister's office as well, bringing him all the updates as well. He convened a meeting as well to review the situation, and eventually he's decided that he will be in fact going himself to the accident site. So today itself, the Prime Minister will in fact reach Odisha. He will first visit the accident site in Balasore, after which he will visit the hospital in Cuttack, where many of the injured are being treated, in order to, of course, express his sympathies with them and try and understand from them what they, of course, know of how the accident took place, and of course, in a way console them as well, because this is a tragedy that has shaken everyone across the country.
Well, absolutely. Also, this comes at a time, Paulomi, when there is just so much criticism that perhaps this government has ignored safety and is focusing on, other projects which may be glossy in nature in that sense, like the Vande Express or fancy, speed trains, but not on the safety, which should have been paramount, isn't it?
That's right. There has been criticism, and it's definitely coming in from many who thought the focus should have always been on, of course, while of course we try to keep up with times. We bring in high-speed trains. We, of course, modernize, technology, progress forward as well. But we should have also focused on, of course, taking care of the infrastructure, the existing infrastructure, as far as the railways network is concerned, because a huge chunk of our population, Sneha, continues to be dependent on traveling via trains across, and the network is very, very expansive and extensive. The Prime Minister, of course, realizes that the proportion of this tragedy is something which has been unimaginable, something completely unforeseen, and that's exactly why he is going to reach the site himself in order to take stock. It comes on a day when he, in fact, was, going to again inaugurate one of our Vande Expresses, the first one for the state of Goa. He was going to do that virtually, of course, at about 10:30 a.m. this morning. It was cancelled last evening itself, as soon as news of this tragedy came in, and of course all railways officials were pressed into action immediately, with their focus only being Odisha. And the Prime Minister, of course, like I said, he has been constantly getting updates from all top officials who are on the ground and otherwise monitoring the situation as well from New Delhi, in terms of rescue and relief efforts that are underway with various teams from the NDRF and otherwise being pressed into action. He's getting all of those updates. He's reviewing the situation, but he has taken the call that he will be visiting the accident site himself.
Okay, I'm going to thank you for the moment.